Do I even really want to use that though? Let me see. We'll do a mixture of both. What up? Working from the crib. About to do this window decal. Well, first I'm gonna design it and then do it. Right here, bare prints. It's embroidered too. Y'all see that? It's pretty slick. Love the colorway. So I'm gonna do these Boss Lady lips for a decal. I thought, why not get on live real quick? I ain't been on live all day. I actually didn't go to work today. It's been kind of laying around. But I feel well rested and ready for the week. Let me see. What y'all got going on tonight? What you gritting to? Trying to decide if I'm gonna use this Cameo Pro, if I'm gonna use this 3. It's a window decal, probably about 4 inches wide, and probably make it, I don't know, I might make it a full 24 so it can go along the whole back window. I just don't have the metal mark to mess up on. I only got sheets of it, so I'm gonna take the sample pack that I got from the Vinyl Supply Unlimited and make a long decal. Appreciate you hitting that thumbs up button. That hopped up pretty quick. Check out the different colors of Grizzly, y'all. I've been working on. There's gonna make some nice 3D patches. The gray one, of course, y'all saw. That lime one, y'all haven't seen. And the pink down there on the bottom is pretty slick. That Miami kind of feel. That's not what I'm working on. That was just some ideas. Y'all get a glimpse of my room down here. It's a mess. I've been working down here. And what about that live, y'all? Was it lit? Was you there? Did you partake? Talk to me. Tell me something. I might use the Boss Slips I did for a shirt. Doing the Boss Lady window decal right now. For the Boss clips. If you see me advertising in the squad, I call them roach clips. Old school, but they're like jeweled out. She got different little beads on them and stuff. She got her little lips at the end of it, and then she has like a blunt splitter. I think that's what that is. That's attached to it. And she's selling for a good price too. That entrepreneur state of mind, you know. Try to find it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, appreciate that, Leonard. How you doing, man? I ain't forgot about you. Just waiting on some litigations and some other things that's holding me up right now. I shouldn't even say litigations. I should say the income tax department. You know, every grown person's holiday. Right now, I'm about to do these boss lady lips for this chick. She must have them by the morning. So, do y'all implement rush orders into your business? If so, what do you charge? Um, Let me know something. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts on it in a few seconds. Money sign. I'm designing this and about to cut and do all of that. So excuse me if I'm silent. I will be looking at comments most definitely and trying to respond in a quick fashion. That live last night though, I can't help to keep speaking on it. It was off the hook. Each live gets better and better. I don't know how to explain that. Other than y'all need to catch up if you done missed them. For real, for real. So what did I say? About 4 inches? That might be too big. It's going across the window though, so I don't like how that all looks. Okay. And for the sake of color, I wonder if she has putting her to good use, huh? I bet you is. Got DTF coming tomorrow. Love the lives. Appreciate you, man. That's what we do it for. We do it for everyone. Hopefully, people can take away from it, pick up something from it, and actually use it in real life. That's why we do those lives. And then to have like big companies come on speaks volumes. This week we'll have one of our squads, day ones, Mac the Goon McCray on. Um, I've been wanting to talk to him for a while, so should be another good one. Absent 3880, put my money to good care. To good care use. I understand. Shoot. Gotta do what you got to do, man. I did have somebody get at me though for a large heat press. I would have had to drive. But I have nowhere to put it. Let me see. I'm gonna do the boss. See, I'm gonna have to do lady the same way. Yeah, Mac McCoon. Mac. I don't know why I say McCoon. It's the Goon McCray. I'm just call him Mac. Y'all know who Beanie Siegel is from back in the day. Used to rock with Jay-Z. Mac. What up, what up, what up, y'all? I'm on here live doing a window decal. As I said before, please hit that thumbs up button. Let YouTube know that we all in here together. We was just speaking on that live that we had last night. I'm doing a little bit of late night work as I didn't go to the store today. Been in and out. Actually been resting. That's the God's honest truth. Been laid out all day. Let's see what's the first one. Marion. Bold. 4 inches. So for those that do window decals, what sizes do you typically do? I'm just rambling because ain't nobody really saying nothing. I'm gonna answer a couple questions that I asked eventually. Lady, white, white. Artsy the Rebel, what's going on with you? We got you coming on pretty soon too on one of these lives. I'm not sure. Seek has the actual schedule. But Mello, you do a lot. Twisted decals. Anywhere from 5x5 to 20x20. It depends. Yeah, it does. It's for a back windshield. She doesn't want it too big, and she only wants it at the top of the back windshield. The car is a Chrysler. It's not a Sebring, but it looks like it's a Chrysler Sebring. And she just wants it across the back. She does these boss lady clips, like I was saying earlier. They look like roach clips, but they're clips. And they're like jeweled out, and then she has like a blunt splitter at the end of it. Now I'm doing sublimation stuff also. Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Get your coin. Definitely get your coin. That's gotta be white. Yeah. Leonard, definitely. SVG, Vector, PNG, all of that. Now there's websites out here that actually do it for you. You don't gotta do a thing. Boss lady, and she just wants the lips. But let's see what lips. We're gonna go with World Wide Web lips. www. World Wide Web, y'all. I'm old school. That's why I always say World Wide Web. When I was coming up, we didn't have the World Wide Web. And then when it finally came out, it was American Online. And it was the dial-up process. Some truly interesting days back then. Didn't have all of this technology that we got now. Anybody working tonight? What y'all working on? Got to do a truck club logos for our club. Okay, we have many trucks, air rides, but yeah, no car shows. Best way to sell decals and more. That is. What's a good what, Leonard? Lips. I may be working on shirts and face music. Face masks, my fault. I usually do my cutting at night for the next day at work. However, like I said earlier, I've been sleeping all day, and then I just got a rush order for this decal for the boss clip lady, and she wants to put it on the back of her car, drive around promoting herself. You know, it's the best form of promotion, free promotion anyway at that, and it's her product. What should with Clipboard? I don't know if y'all get this option, but there's like clip art, line art, graphics, portrait, non-portrait, GIF, photo, and all. And that's usually when the Yahoo pop up. When the Google pop up, it's just hit the images and they give you a whole selection, and you just choose from there. I'm about to text her on here, so I don't have to get off. It's my granddaughter's birthday today. They had a party here earlier, and I slept right through all of that. You know you knocked out when it's a 2-year-old birthday party and you don't hear nothing. They didn't beat the pinata to a million pieces. Alright. Switch on over. What up, Matt? Okay, I see you switching to Mac the GoonTV. Alright. We was just talking about you. Talking about this Saturday. You being on there. I'm actually working on some decals right now. Well, a decal for Boss Clips. Y'all please hit that thumbs up button. That let YouTube know that we all engaging with each other. That's my YouTube for my team music. Okay. Okay. I believe I was on that channel. I might even subscribe. Didn't you send that to me before? Best Uni. I know Best Uni in the building. Shouts out to you. Yeah. Archie Rebel said, Matt. Said, yeah, I did. Yep. Yeah, I think I subscribed in when you actually sent it to me the first time. Mac, I know you working on something tonight. What you working on, Mac? Okay, so that makes that 21. Then with the lips. What kind of cutter you use around Cricut Air? I use I got a couple cutters. I got the Cameo Pro over here. I was trying to debate if I was gonna use that. I got the Cameo 3 right here to my right, or to y'all left. And a Cameo 4 Pro at my father's house. Or not Pro, Plus, which is a 15-inch. A Cameo, the original Cameo 4 at the store. I like to be able to cut or do some work wherever I'm at. In case I gotta get something knocked out. Oh yeah, the first question that I had mentioned is do y'all take rush orders? And if so, how much do you charge? So we had talked about this last week with Vine Street Vinyl, Brian Baker, and he had brought it up that we need to implement some type of system on how to do rush ordering. Well, this week I had the mermaid shirts actually that I posted. The mermaid shirts came in on Wednesday of last week. And she wanted me to completely stop working on every other order and work solely on her. So I was like, well, in order for me to do that, I'm going to have to do a rush fee. And I'll have to charge for the design because I charge for everything, you know, especially when it comes to this because you got to. So she was like, well, that's cool. How much is it for a rush fee? I was like, well, to jump the line, essentially, because that's what you're doing, it'll be $50. She's like, okay, cool. She was like, well, how much for the design fee? I was like, $40, but you get up to 3 revisions. She was like, well, I got an SVG that I got that you can use to make the shirts. No client, no regular client ever says that. A person that's already been working in t-shirts or knows something about t-shirts says something like that to you. So at this point, I'm like, I really don't copy the Etsy files or I don't use the SVGs, but I can make something like it or something similar to it. So the mermaid shirt she showed me, it had like pearls and shells and stuff all over it, and it looked nice. I'm not bashing it, but I was like, let me put my little spin on this little twist on here. So I end up remaking that mermaid shirt. She didn't revise anything, so she initially paid me $90 to even start. She jumped the line, remember, $50, and it was supposed to be $40 to $45 for the artwork and the revisions, but she didn't use no revisions, so I just charged her flat 40. She gives me the $90. And I had the shirts done 2 days later. It would have been done by the next day, but I was already in the middle of another order. So, y'all, time is money. And you gotta know how to price yourself. A lot of folks don't know how to price themselves. But I got one of those discussions. We're gonna probably have. We need to bring on a tax guy and some way that we can structure these t-shirt custom apparel businesses. You may have a good hold on what you're doing now. I'm just saying a better way to look at it. Because for me, I'm a business owner and I own a store, and I still write everything down by hand. Part of the reason is because that's what's been making me successful, and then the other part is because I haven't learned another way to do it. Read some of these comments real quick. Kind of cutter. Answer that. I'm working on a hoodie order and some shirts. Cutting down all this 3D puff. I got 5 yards of white, red, and black. Oh yeah, you have fun with that puff. I don't like the smell of it, but I do like puff. Just ordered the clear HTV from Vinyl Stand. Okay. I don't turn down any orders. I understand that. You ever watch T-Shirt Side Hustle? He is awesome, but love watching his. Yeah. Actually a good friend of mine. Talking about Stan Banks. Yeah, I actually that year that he started getting more and more famous, I was already on his channel and I had kind of watched him. And he, man, dude's amazing. I learned so much from him. I'm typing this customer. I'm currently on my phone with y'all, so I don't want to get off. Hey, Cuddy, how you doing tonight? Glad you was on that live. For some odd reason, Restream doesn't let us post links and stuff, so we couldn't really reach out yesterday. And, you know, we was just listening to what Econo had to offer, especially being a bigger vinyl company. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same as our regular lives, because we try to give most of our attention to them to let them speak and kind of figure out or get a feel for where they're coming from. Let me ask you a question, okay? How do you best way to charge for decals? You know, right now I'm winging it. I had walked away from decals, but then as you've seen, I don't know if you've seen it in my video, especially the Cameo Pro and cons. These are the most recent decals that I've done, and I'm starting to like them again. I don't like the brand Caesar, and I don't like their vinyl. First of all, it's shiny. Two, it's hard to work with if it folds over on each other. Good luck with getting it apart. I had, what turned me off from doing decals originally was I had a 12 Corvette job. I had to put Corvette on the front windshields. The guy had seen some of my work, and at that time I had a few decals, but not nothing major. Anyway, first 2 Corvettes, cool. The last 10 of them, nightmare. So I found this stuff right here from Vinyl Supply Unlimited, and it is Metamark. You see that? Sign vinyl. And they got like different series of it, like a series 7, a series 4, a series 8. This stuff is fire retardant, and it weeds very nice. So check that out, y'all, right there. Best Uni, girl, if you don't stop it, I appreciate you though. But y'all see where that says Metamark sign vinyl on there? And then right here it says, where's series? Alright, it says series 4. You can almost see it. These series go all the way up to 7. Nice matte color, very, very easy to weed. Like you can, it's pretty much no thought process to it. If you remember me saying Econo weeds like butter, Metamark weeds like butter as well. As long as your cut settings is right. So the charging aspect. The lady asked me to put this on the back windshield. I initially told her to shoot me the price. I'm like, I don't know how much I'm gonna charge you, girl. She was like, come up with a price. I knew in my mind what I was thinking of and what I wanted, but I'm like, all right, well, give me, you know, $25, $30. She says over $50 for a back window decal. Now I gotta install it, so I'll include that as part of everything because she gave me more than what I initially asked for. And I'm gonna go to her house and install this. All she got to do is make sure that her car is washed. So when I get there, boom, slap it on, keep it moving. But I really don't have a pricing guide on decals. Um, Maybe that's something we need to bring up in the lives. As I do a lot of custom apparel, but when it comes to shirts and stuff, I mean cars and stuff, I don't really do it. Okay, she got the lips. Really? No, for it, I want to download. Instant message, y'all, does a lot. Trust me. 10-4 by the affiliate. Yeah. So what have you charged? You said you do a 5x5 all the way up to a 20x20. Could you please tell me how much you charge? What would you charge for a 20x20? Or a 24x36 or something crazy like that? What would typically be what you would charge? I appreciate that, Connie. I just try to inform people. You know, I try to uplift and motivate as much as I can now. Usually I'm in my store doing this, but like I said earlier when I started, I slept the entire day, y'all. I got up this morning, ran to Walmart, grabbed some of the 388 shirts. If you don't know, you best or not. Sublimation season is full steam ahead right now with summer. So a lot of times you can go get those cricket shirts, which yes, they are the best shirts, but people don't like the feeling of those shirts. They say they're too thin. I love George brand shirts. So what I do is I go to Walmart when they first come out, which is around now, and I get that 65% polyester, 35% cotton, and I sublimate on those white shirts or blue shirts or pink or whatever. Haven't had a complaint yet. Matter of fact, I got some shirts from last year that I sublimated on using the same exact shirts. Do I have them in here? I think I might have took them all at the store. Probably right here. So I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm like a fiend. I will go. We got like 4 Walmarts, so I'll go to all 4 of them, right? And I'll grab them. And these is the ones that you're looking for, right? Look at that tag, so you don't get confused. Because I've sent somebody else and they just couldn't get it. Well, how do I know it's 35%? Because it don't tell you up here. Up here, that's all you get. You actually go up underneath. You go from the back and you open it up. And you see that? 65% polyester, 35% cotton. These shirts feel the best to me. And I'm telling you, you can do an amazing sublimation job all over prints with these shirts. I haven't had a complaint yet. I haven't had a customer come back to me and say, oh, your colors is dull or they washed out, it ain't popping. No, none of that. And I've been doing sublimation for a little over a year. Yeah. I've been doing vinyl for over 2 years. But yeah, these is George brand. So George brand, if you're ever watching me, or AKA Walmart, I'm your biggest contributor when it comes to these. Here's another thing. People like to take these and brand them. Here where I'm at. The way that you get this off is you take some of that it's 2 ways. They got Album's vinyl remover. You put it on the back of here. Then you put the back side up to the platen. This stuff will peel right off. This will no longer be here. Or you could just simply cover it. Me, I like to take the stuff off. I do the extra step to get that out of there. Just because, I don't know. especially with my Grizzly shirts coming out. I'm definitely looking for a brand, and I kind of want something like George, to be honest with you, because I love the feel of these, especially the 65-35. I don't care what color it is. 65%, 65% polyester, 35% cotton, to me is the best feel. If I could go any better, it would be 75% polyester, 25% cotton. And that's just some specifications that I would be looking for, if ever I got the chance to, create my own clothing with. Don't get these confused with the 100% cotton. They will have two tables, y'all. One table will have 100% cotton, and it'll look just like this with the crew neck and everything, and you'll get home and be mad. I don't want you to be mad at me. I showed you the trick. The trick is to lift up the bottom of the shirt and look on the inside tab and make sure it says 65% polyester, because if you get that 100% cotton, it's going to look good when you press it. Go wash it and see what happened. But yeah, these are my go-tos. It's wild I even got some here. I just picked these ones up today because this was the last little bit that they had. What sub printer do I have? I converted a printer. Thinking about getting a big boy. Actually, if Uncle Sam would come through, I'm trying to holler at my boy Leonard on here. I have an Epson's Workforce 7720, and with that, I converted it to a sublimation printer. The conversion wasn't much. You just needed the chips and you needed clear cartridges, and with that, switched it over with the Cosmos ink. And I've been using Cosmos ink because that's what I was introduced to. I'm not opposed to using any other ink. I just take Cosmos ink because that's what I started with. That was my original, But every time I print, them prints be fire, and I get a lot of compliments on my color popping. Then they ask, well, what's your color settings? I'm like, I don't know. I left them the original way when I first got it. I didn't get in there and pick premium presentation photo, none of that. I simply converted the printer over. I did a little print test. Print head clean about 15 times. Then I just started printing. If you didn't see it in the squad, Lord Jesus. My granddaughter had a Coco Melon shirt that I did late last night. Not a shirt, but like a jean jacket. Where she had all the Coco Melon little characters off of there. I'm not a fan of 3G opaque. But doing that jacket made me a fan of 3G opaque. Did you know you can print 3G opaque and sublimation ink, and then when the heat hit it, the color pops out? I've known this for a while, but I didn't know that other people did know that that they could do this. Most people think you can only use inkjet printer. You can use sublimation ink. It says for it, but it doesn't let me. Where can I forward it to? Other people? Alright, so I'll just look for these specific lips. She know that is a lot of weeding. And these ain't no daggone sparkle lips. Y'all started rambling and forgot what I was doing. That happens a lot. I'm in the midst of doing this decal so I can get it to this lady in the morning. Or we'll get to her house and put it on her car. I got a question for y'all. What is the weirdest job that you have done? Okay, so that just disappears. What is the weirdest job that someone has asked you to create via shirt, decal, anything custom? What was it? What was it? Sexual position? Was it a curse out something? Was it a scary figure? What was the wildest job that y'all have ever done? I'm gonna look at my comments in 1 second. 1 second, y'all. I do not like those lips. It's horrible. If y'all watch my copy and trace video, you know I'm looking for like a 1080 resolution picture. Basically, so I don't have to fix it once I get it over in this program. Program I'm using, by the way, is Silhouette Edition, Business Edition, 4.4, which I upgraded, which was a nightmare. Should go back down to 4.3. 4.4 is horrible. I like these a little bit better. But they don't look like the other lips. They're a little bit more pronounced. Alright, let's see what's going on. James Patton, what's going on? I got some stars in here. We appreciate you again, Vashuni. You didn't have to do that. Just now becoming monetized and trying to figure that whole situation out. I see some things on there, but I still don't know how to operate it. I guess in time I'll learn, like I learn everything else. So let me show y'all what I'm working on. This is what she wanted. Never mind my background. My room is hit. Alright, so she wants, her brand is Boss Clips, right? So she wants Boss Lady right here, right here. And these is the lips she wants. And these are the ones I took off the World Wide Web, but the resolution is horrible. Horrible. I'm not going to copy and trace. I don't want to mess with it. I like these ones better, but they're more pronounced. And she doesn't want that line around them. So right now, I'm looking for these lips, which I originally have, but they're on my work computer. Right now, I'm on my desktop doing this. So I'm looking for these lips right here. And this is a window decal. Best Shooting, did you see we had Econo Transfers on there yesterday? Which I got some humongous rolls behind me. I just placed a crazy order with them. That's a bachelorette party place with the naked black dude. Alright, so I asked a question. I asked a question, what's the craziest job you ever done or custom? James man gonna say a bachelorette party plates with the naked black dude mean. I know exactly what you're talking about. If anybody is doing like stuff like that, you will come across that. Or what is those? The 50th birthday party, or I've actually seen this lady around here. She makes cakes, so I don't know what possessed these people to do this. These people came together and they want the middle of the cake to open and the baby to pop out, right? But the fucking cake, y'all, excuse my language, was a woman's private part. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, you just had to see it. She was, it was like a twerking stand. Yeah, that's crazy, I know. But the top of the cake opened and the baby came out. And but the surrounding was cake and it looked like a real person. It was they did an awesome job. It was just I couldn't believe the people was I don't know. People be elsewhere with it. I don't know. Lord, I was rolling when I seen that. I'm sorry, y'all, but I did ask that question, so I'm trying to figure out what is the most exciting job you guys have done, if not the most craziest. That was crazy for me. I have nothing to do with that job neither. All I did was it's a girl. It's a girl. The shirts, it's a girl. But I went to the party and I seen the cake and almost fell out. It was hilarious. Uh oh. These might be it right here. Yes, they are. post those ones anyway. Make sure y'all go try some of the Econo Transfers out. My link will say, sorry, you have reached the wrong site, whatever, for whatever reason. It's only because I'll be putting extra stuff in that link. I'm only supposed to put my T's, but you know me. I'll put my little caption in there, weeds like butter. So when I do that, it says it's an error on the page, but it actually still gives me credit, y'all. So go hit up Econo Transfers, get you some of that rainbow flex foil. Go ahead and get you some of this. Yeah, I got a vinyl store at the crib and at the daggone store. This is my favorite right here. This is my best seller. #1 seller. Trust me. This right here, it weeds so nicely. It's not thick. It's not holographic. I don't like the way that holographic weeds. This you can actually snatch right off the carrier sheet and be okay. Go get you some today. Hit my link. I got some huge rolls behind me. I ain't trying to whine and lift. I got some 50-yard rolls and 27-yard rolls. But talking about some good vinyl, something where you ain't gonna have to worry if it's gonna be on there for years and all of that. I've did a wash test review and Econos has upheld. Caesars didn't. I made my dad this cold Cleveland shirt with like the dog on it and everything. He was wearing it the other day at the house. And I went there, I'm like, damn, why does that shirt look like that? I made the shirt. So I'm over, critical of myself, but the daggone shirt, the letters and stuff is starting to peel off. And I know my parents know how to wash clothes. So it's not that. It's solely the vinyl. And that was Caesar vinyl, because that's when I had first started. That's all I knew was Caesar. But bump Caesar. Grab you some Econo. Try it out. I mean, you might not think it's the best, but I'm telling you, don't nothing weed like it. Not their holographic. The holographic doesn't weed that easy. But the Econo V, the white, the black, all day. All day. The different colors, the flex foils, all day. I'm telling you. You want to make your job 10 times easier with that weeding? Trust me, you can use that all day. James Pan said, I thought a lot of people be coming up with some. Man, they be coming up with some super duper crazy. Bachelorette parties is the worst, though. Like, that's when you gonna really see some stuff. Because they be wanting I ain't gonna even go into it no more, but you know where I'm coming from. Y'all know where I'm coming from. The best job I had was to do my big brother's logos and shirts for his bully brand for the dogs. Hey, them bully dogs. Salute to your brother, man. It's a formula, it's a science, first of all, to get them dogs like that. Second of all, that's dedication. The years of processing, the mating, the finding the right. I know what goes into that, bro. Your brother's a real one for even doing that. And then the coin is nice, but they don't tell you about, them shots and them having to take care of them dogs, man. I understand that life to the fullest. But salute to your brother, Mac, and salute to you, you know what I'm saying? I see you on here more than me. If it ain't you, me, James Patton, Seek, or All Business Demands, I don't know why I want to call that man All Business Minds. For some odd reason, I just see All Business Minds whenever I see his logo. We the ones that be on here. Y'all ask why I don't sleep. I slept all day today, so I can stay up for the next 4 weeks. Speaking of All Business Demands, he just popped up across the top, so that means he's posting. Some real, solid hustlers. But y'all, I gotta tell y'all a secret though. Best Uni about to drop a book. She got more ideas than anybody I know. She will. We gonna sit down, Miss Uni. I'm gonna come on out there to the sip. I'm gonna bring a big old book about this big, and then somebody sitting next to me that's gonna type right, because I ain't gonna be able to get everything. But we're gonna get all your information, put it in a book with a nice little cover and sell that joint. Hey Mac, I feel you on that. Is Econo a matte finish? Yes. They have some gloss finishes, but generally overall, let me see. Do you see that up close? You might see the glue lines from where I was doing the layering, but check that out, man. That's all Econo. Yeah, I'm stretching it to death, but it's just it weeds and it cuts nice. Now, easy weeds. I'm not gonna sit up here and say it don't weed because it do weed. But imagine doing 300 family reunion shirts. Not even 300. Let's just say I'll do. So I had a contract with a school out in Akron. Akron is about 30 minutes away from me. They couldn't find nobody to do their custom shirts as this was the beginning of Corona. Um, this was actually 2 or 3 months before Corona. But they just couldn't find nobody to do custom shirts. So they hit me up like, Mike, we do plays for how do I say this? We do plays for children with disabilities. I hope I'm saying that right. And we need shirts every other week. So we'll be doing the Lion King this week. We'll be doing Aladdin the following week. We'll be doing Cinderella. We'll be doing, all of the little story characters or whatever. The ones that's popular that can be done. We need somebody to make us shirts. We cannot find nobody up here. Now, this is when I really should have implemented the rush order because I was like, yeah, I'll take it. Thirsty, geek, wanting to have the job. I took the job and I underpriced myself severely. So every time they came back, they want that same, the same price. So this is what I priced the job at, right, y'all? Listen to me. Doing 50 shirts for each play every 2 weeks, but I'm only charging $8 a shirt. I didn't charge for my time. At this point, I didn't charge for my material. Shoot. I even charged for the gas driving up there to grab the shirts and to drop them off. So I severely underbid. At the end of the day, I'm like, whatever, it's cool. It's cool. I'm doing this. My name's going to get out there. I'm going to get some exposure. So the fifth job come up. Same people, same school. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I cannot continue to do the job at $8 a shirt. I'm thinking maybe she's going to try to talk me back down, whatever. She's going to say, well, you should have kept your price. That type of thing. Instead of her saying that, she just doesn't contact me at all. So you got to think initially in my head, I'm thinking, damn, I just fucked up a contract. Excuse my language. I just fucked up a contract, though. This lady was paying me every 2 weeks, and I was doing different character shirts. I was getting exposure, and I was, just a whole bunch of variables going through my mind. And I'm like, wait a minute. Let me just go around the city and see what everybody else is charging that's doing stuff that I'm doing. Lo and behold, to me, I am the only one doing what I'm doing in my city. At the time, I am the only one doing what I'm doing. And what I mean by that is just vinyl. Now, screen printing. Screen printing and vinyl is two different things. They can be put in the same category, but then again, they can't. Screen printers, they can do 300 shirts in less time than a person that's working solely with vinyl. They can charge way less if you're a screen printer because of the knockout time. However, you have to pay a setup fee, but that setup fee is anywhere from $35 to $65. Still being cheaper than the person that would do vinyl. So, out of curiosity struck the cat. I let a couple weeks go by. I see, because now I'm on their page. I'm on their fan page, and I'm seeing when the shows is coming up. So it had came past the time where I had did all their shirts. A new show comes out, new contractor, new shirts. So I attend the show, just to go see who took my place. It was the woman that originally contracted me to do the shirts. And I spoke to her. I'm like, yo, I hope I didn't offend you by raising the price a little bit, but I wasn't getting paid for, my hours I was putting into it, all the stuff that I had to do, like goose chases, some of the shirts I couldn't find. I had to go like several different places. Mind you, I stay in Canton, but I'm out in Akron. But then I have to drive from Akron to Cleveland to go grab some more shirts if I want the same color that same day, because these wasn't regular white and black shirts. These was like spring yellow, some certain type of green. You know what I'm saying? It was like a theme. So the colors had to be dead on to match the theme and whatever was going on. I go and see her. She was like, well, I seen what you were doing and I had a heat press, but I was just too intimidated to do it. And she's like, after paying you that last time and then you saying your prices was gonna go up, I thought, I'd take it my hand at it. So initially, you know, a lot of folks at that point in time would get upset. They would be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, enraged. Like, dad, woman, you just took my money out my mouth that you was giving me to pay for a job and you just straight took the job from me. I didn't see it as that. I seen it as she was motivated because I did it and I had took my press out and I had started pressing and she said she could do it herself. So what do I say to this woman as she's telling me what happens? I say to her, "Man, that's an amazing thing." She was like, "You really motivated me, Mike, because you would get the shirts done in like 2 days, weeding, stamping, getting the shirts, all of that. I would get it done, knocked out." Um, and she's seen it. She watched my journey. I didn't know she was even watching because her name is one thing in person, but then on social media is something else. So you would never know who's watching you. Anyway, anyhow, let me get into this. I'm like, well, if you need any help or if you got any questions, please hit me up. I'll be willing to help you as much as I ain't gotta make no money off of it. But just to make sure that you got it all the way down pat, call me if you need anything. A couple months go by, I ain't heard from the lady. I'm still seeing all the plays and all the shirts that she's been doing since she's, caught on to what I was doing. And it was like 12 at night. I get a phone call and it's them. And it's the lady. She's like, Mike, you know, I was watching one of your layering videos and I just can't get this layering right. So, is there any way, we can schedule a time? She's like, I'll pay you, to show me how to layer right. I was like, you ain't gotta pay me. I was just like, is there any way you can make it down here? She was like, no. She's like, I gotta go. I'm also the bus driver. So she takes the kids home, she picks them up, and she takes them to the school. They do plays, they do it's like a respite. If y'all know what respite is, do your due diligence. Respite is a place for kids with disabilities to get a break from their parents, if that makes sense. So she's the respite provider. She was like picking everybody up on the van or whatever, taking them to the spot, doing plays with them. They go see the point sometimes. All this stuff stay fun, and she does stuff out of kindness of her heart. So that's why I couldn't even get mad at her when she picked up on what I was doing and decided to keep the money for herself. More of the story is that she learned from what I was doing. I helped her out, and she excelled. But the layering job, so I go up there, I show her one time how to layer. She just surpassed me in the layering game, y'all. And like I said, I wasn't mad. At first, I was thinking to myself, like, man, you just took the money out of my pocket. But at the same time, I didn't realize how much of a blessing it was that she was able to learn what I was doing, able to comprehend off what I was doing, and able to take over it. If y'all have ever had anything like that, that's what really got me into this YouTube journey and showing as many people and inspiring, because you never know who's watching you. It could be a 12-year-old watching me make a video to one day be the next Michael Kors or Tommy Hilfiger. I don't want him to have all this man taught me was trash and he didn't really give me no secrets. He didn't give me no input on how to do the game, and I had to learn from this, and this, which you should do anyway. But if I'm gonna make a video, I'll try to be as transparent as possible. I want to show you where I done messed up. Remember, I make the mistakes so you don't have to, because everybody makes mistakes. Now, sometimes these YouTubers will get on here and they'll cut and they'll edit it in a way that you can't even tell that they done made a mistake. That's not true, man. I don't ever want to lead nobody wrong, you know what I'm saying, or astray, or had them on some other thing like, man, why did Mike's turn out like that and mine's keep looking like this? And then you didn't see the step where I done messed up. But y'all, I'm rambling. My fault. I just had to get that story out. Let me see. That's a Connie Hard. Can I have a box of your scraps? Are you on Facebook, Connie? Connie, if you're on Facebook and you're in the squad, I need you to send me a message, please. The money was good though, laugh out loud. It was good until it stopped. But over the money, she learned something and she was able to take off and do it by herself, saving herself some money. So you gotta applaud her. Plus, she's doing something for the kids that got. I mean, these ain't just little kids. These kids that had I keep trying to think of the proper way to say it because I don't never want to offend nobody. Uh, Special needs. They needed a place to get out, and she really she does that. She takes that stuff to heart. Like I didn't realize how many hats she was wearing. You know what I'm saying? When I was going to collect that money to make them shirts from her, I didn't realize that she was the same person that pick them up. She was the same person that take them out to Cedar Point. The same person that's getting all these emergency release forms. The same person that's setting up. She wore so many hats, and she did it in a way that almost like, damn, how do you have enough time to do all of this stuff? Like, I don't know. But yeah, that was God. God lined that up for us to meet, and we did meet. And then guess what? He been blessing me ever since. I do believe that. And then anytime she calls, I'm picking up the phone. I don't care what time it is. And yeah, I'm gonna go teach her how to layer. I'm gonna teach her how to where to get whatever. However, what's up, Texas Finest Apparel? How you doing? Working on a decal. Actually, I've been rambling. I haven't been working on nothing, and then I'm getting ready to make a couple of these right here. I messed up on this one, so I want to fix this. That white's not supposed to be there. It looks like he just scratched his nose. I didn't put the white inside the eyes. So I'm about to redo this shirt right here, but I got a couple different colorways, which I showed at the beginning of this live. For hats, I'm trying to get the 3D puff, the same one Lachey Weaver from the group got with the elephant. I'm trying to get some of those for some hats. Oh yeah, by the way, y'all, check me out. Check me out. Got this from off Bear Prince. If y'all don't know about him, you better go check him out. Y'all know I usually only rock the Cleveland hats, but when I seen this hat, I had to have it. Shouts out to Rolando. Once again, Bear Prince. And Bear Prince, if you on here, your sticker will definitely be making it on one of my presses or my machines. How do Econo stand up in a wash test? Way better than Caesar. I have none of it peel or none of it crack. If you apply it the right way, which I got it down to a science, you won't have no problems with Econo. Now, some people can't. Some folks, I'm not gonna sit up here and say that. This is my opinion. This is how I think and how I feel. And being a customizer apparel store where I do this stuff every day, day in and day out, y'all see how fast I be ripping that stuff off of that carrier sheet. There's no way I could do that with Easy Weed. With Easy Weed, you gonna rip a letter. You liable to pull a letter off. I get right to it. If you ever watch me weed on any of my weeding videos, especially with Econo, just like that. Then I do the overlook to make sure that I didn't tear anything up. And 9 times out of 10, it's just weeded. My cut settings, it's all about your cut settings. What machine you using, how deep you going, what angle of the blade. You can never do that with holographic though. Nobody's holographic. Not no Econo's holographic. Not no Caesar's holographic. Nobody's holographic. My favorites is the Econo V and Econo Flex Foil, which y'all should see. And if you haven't seen the pattern of the month, I bought that back, which is the Rose Flex Foil from Econo Transfer. Please hit my affiliate links. It will take you straight there. It may say 404 error, but you're still on their page. Just go to browsing and ordering whatever it is and let them know that Mike sent you. Let me see. I remember when you recommended to use some vinyl swords. I remember when I recommended to use some vinyl swords. Yes, you did, Tech. Frank, you did. I never did get that. But my homeboy Jason, we've been together about 4 years now as a business partnership. And when I first started, I was getting my rolls of heat transfer vinyl from him, as he is an authorized Caesar dealer. And I tell him every day, I crack jokes. I'm like, you need to switch companies, bruh. But he has a huge selection of Caesar vinyl. And I'm actually going to shoot a video over that this week. His vinyl shop, and introduce y'all to Jason. Real down to earth dude. He's just camera shy. But Frankie, you see that right here? This European company, Metamark, signed vinyl. Hands down. This is the Weeds Like Butter of Decal vinyl. And it's matte finish. And there's I think I bought a little color pack. Because even though you're my homeboy and I could have went in there and got this stuff for free, you still need to support your friends, y'all. I don't care if they be like, no, I need to send it to... No. Pay your friend. If you truly value your friend and y'all friendship, let them know, hey, I want to support you the real way, the right way. I'm going to go buy stuff. So anytime he does these, and he makes little commercials on his Facebook page. And anytime he does like a little sampler thing, I'll just go grab it. But this right here, this pack was 31 colors and it's permanent Metamark. And they say all vinyl is not permanent, and some come off. All of the stuff come off. You just gotta know how to get it off. But this is high fire retardant though. So say if you're a firefighter and you want to decorate your helmet, but just you gotta go fight a blazing fire, and you got all of these decals on your helmet, you worry they're gonna melt and whatever. Because I actually got a couple firefighters as customers. This stuff's not melting. It's not buckling. It's not doing none of that. Unless you put the torch straight to it, then of course, you know what I'm saying. But if you're going through a hot atmosphere where the room's at a very high Celsius and you're running through to save lives or whatever, this stuff works. I took it out the pack just to show the colors. But if y'all ever watch my B-rolls on some of my videos, I'll show my wall down here where I've done like different decals, and it's been all of this stuff. Now they do have shiny, but I like the matte better. And you see how many colors that is, y'all? It's just color after color. And it weeds like butter for decal vinyl, not for heat transfer vinyl. Y'all know Econo weeds like butter. Bam. Bam. Here's another interesting fact that I learned last night that I didn't really realize. The same time Econo launched was the same time I launched. Ain't that amazing? Gotta align you up with some people. And I've been rocking with Econo since they've launched. And they've been rocking with me since they launched. I think I was the first affiliate link too. He didn't want to say that yesterday besides Stan Banks. I know I was the first member, but all them blues. Look at them different blues. You got sky blue right there. You got the I'm chilling out about to drink me a strawberry lemonade blue right there. You got the sky ain't blue enough blue right there. I'm making up my own sayings, y'all. Like ketchup red. Almost Cleveland Browns orange, but not quite. Not to be confused with ketchup red. But yeah, and this vinyl right here is premium. I could keep doing this for a minute, but I'm gonna stop. This vinyl right here, I would like to say, compared to this ish right here. And yo, y'all, I got vinyl everywhere. In my house, I got heat presses at my house. I got cutters at my house. I got everything here, just in case I can't get out. The only thing was when I had Corona, I didn't have everything here. So now I have everything here. Trust me, I will never be put down. Y'all see this? You know what it is. I don't even want to say their name. This is cool. I ain't gonna knock them. It got the job done. That time I was doing 12 Corvettes, and you get to the ore vet, and the ore kind of flip backwards and stick to the vet, and then you like, how I'm gonna get that off of there, and it's on this man's windshield, and he already looking at you crazy because you cockeyed over his expensive car or his prize luxury car. This was a nightmare when it came to that. I could say, I wish I would have had something like this. Now, they do got shiny. They do have a shiny version. But I like matte, so I got a bunch of matte. So in case somebody's looking like, well, that one's shiny and this one's not. Matte is harder to find. Matte blends in a little bit better than me. And I think matte is my favorite signed vinyl decal. But this right here, it has been here for years, you know, and centuries, and it works in a clinch, but it is very hard to work with. If you don't cut it right and you try to use the knife, you may cut a little slither and then it'll go way over. You know how that is if you're weeding. If anybody has done decals, you know what I'm talking about. This sticks onto each other, on itself, and you can't get it off. Whereas I've had this Metamart flip over and do the same thing, and I was able to separate it without tearing it. This is premium. This is regular. This should be at the Dollar Tree. This should be a Giant Eagle. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to knock them because I have used this for years. I've used it in the clinch, but I don't really sell decals at my store. What had happened was I had made 1,000 decals messing around in the basement, my old basement, and decided to put them inside my shelf at my store. Y'all see where I had those 2 layers in front of the store? The 2 shelves where I got the glass labels, or the glass desk. Inside I had a whole bunch of decals in there and people started buying them. But then I came home one day, and like I said, y'all excuse my mess. I wanted to do something like that. Hold on. I gotta take my phone off the charger. Alright, so look. That's what really got me back onto it. Doing decals. Was the tree. And this is a tree of inspiration. There's different reasons why those people are up there on there. And I haven't finished it. I'm just working on it. But from there, it went to here, to a version of my grizzly bear right there. You sleep, we hustle. You know what I'm saying? All of that. And that's some of the shiny right there. That's what the shiny Metamark looks like. Almost like foil, if you can see the shine on that. Or on that Jordan Jumpman. But I like the matte the most. So I rocks with it. Ice Cube, MTV. Excuse the ring light. My Grizzly down there. Another bear right there. All the way to something that's most recent. I like showing this off because a lot of nights this is what I be doing if I'm watching something or if I ain't got that much work. But that matte finish on there. And then I layered it. But yeah. But I did get an idea from Vine Street Vinyl. Another idea with the scrap bags. Connie, do you got you got some way I can contact you? I know you don't want to put it on public display, so this is what I'll do. Connie, get you a pen and let me know when you got you a pen. I want you to write something down. If in case you don't have any other social media. I know a lot of folks don't mess with Facebook. That's why it was very, 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 very important for me to get these squad talks onto YouTube, because YouTube, I got a lot of folks. Facebook, I got a lot of people too, but a lot of older folks and Some younger folks don't mess with YouTube or Facebook. Metamark European vinyl. This is what they put on them European cars over there. They're race cars. In case you guys didn't know. And it's sold exclusively at Vinyl Supply Unlimited. Also, he has the sample packs of the layerable glitter, which is Caesar's glitter, but it's the best product that Caesar has come out with, I think. I'll call it layerable glitter because I like to say Sizer. Go to this guy right here, vinylsupplyunlimited.com. You can either say my name or go through one of my links on one of my videos, or just put my T sent you. These companies know y'all. I'm sending y'all to them. If you want to try that vinyl out, let me know. Read some comments real quick. All right, Connie. Mike T's, MIKES 223 at gmail.com. Send me a message on there. Yes, James Patton, appreciate you. Vinyl Supply Unlimited. You can go right on their website. Usually there's a link in my video. If not, just mention Mike sent you in the notes. The Educated Natural, how you doing? I was going over some of your content the other night. Very, 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 very positive. Y'all go subscribe to the Educated Natural. Please do me that favor. Go check her out. Her content is on point. She's a real one. Those Rose videos you did almost got me in trouble. I instantly began seeing how to add. Yeah, my bad. The Rose pattern, I love like different unique stuff. And if I can incorporate it into my brand, G Fit, Grizzly Fit, then that's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I have to have. Okay, I see you. You're on Insta too. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna message you as soon as I get up off of here. If I can incorporate those flower patterns in, especially because it's more appealing to the women. Women are the biggest contributors, in case you guys didn't know, in this custom apparel business, as far as materials, as far as buying something that's custom made, as far as any spectrum of the custom apparel business. Do your due diligence. It says women are 9 times more likely to buy than a man would. This is true. I've been in a situation where I've walked past a person in a store. In the same store, my wife has walked past that person, but she has stopped and engaged. This is very, very true. I had to see it with my own 2 eyes. More so because they're sentimental, more emotional, and they think the thought out process. Look, this took this man so much time. Not to say that some guys aren't in tune, but me, it's a lot of times now being in the position that I am now, I would stop and be like, wow, I'm admiring your work, brother. I like that you layered this and then you went and did an offset and then you brought that color. I see what you're doing, man. My hat's off to you. Now, but back then, no. Whereas a woman naturally has that. She's going to stop. She's going to admire. She's going to be like, oh, okay, it's going to be some type of emotional connection. This is life experiences. This ain't just me just speaking. It's life experiences. But during my due diligence stage, I found out that women are more likely to buy from someone that's doing customs more than a man. Whether it be just getting the vinyl, whether it be buying a custom shirt, custom socks, custom plates, just stuff like that. They think things out a little bit more. Whereas I might have just ran into Walmart and got that Hallmark card. A handwritten or a handmade card will mean so much more. You get what I'm going with it? Them roses is the truth. Y'all, please go check out the Educated Natural today. Immediately. Subscribe, like, and comment. As there is plenty of value on that channel. Going back through the comments real quick. I'm part of your Facebook group. Okay, I got a pen. Repeat it. Mike Tees. MikeTees 223 at gmail.com. God bless, educated, natural. Yeah, for sure. Real recognize real. You're definitely real. So I keep telling people, you know somebody's solid when you get a connection. You first meet them. Connie, I sent the email to Mike. Then one, everyone. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you, James. You a real one for real, man. Them lives though, they're just getting better and better and better. This week we got Mac coming on. I can't wait. I'm excited to talk with Mac as he is a hustler, man. He get it in. I swear that nobody getting in as much as I do. I know he do for sure. Every night I scroll through the squad. I see him or all business demands or James. I see you. Y'all be on there consistently, and it's a beautiful thing because it's almost like 24-hour, responses and acceptances, and you never know what time somebody's working at. Like, let me tell y'all my sleeping pattern because everybody don't think I sleep except for today. Today I don't know what happened today. I came back at 11 and I slept till like 6 o'clock. I ain't no cap. I'm good now, but I just never fall out during a hot day like that. I was tired, but generally I go to sleep from 6 a to 12 that afternoon. Then I get up and I go to work. Why do I work so late? I'm not never been a morning person unless I'm working from the night before into the morning, if that makes sense to you. So right now in Ohio it's 11:44. So I would have just gotten off work from the store, right? Around 10:30 ish. I always seem to leave from there around 10:30, 11. Come home, eat, talk to my wife, uh, maybe look at a few emails, as that is my time. Look at emails, and I got so many emails I can't catch them up. I can't just delete them all because I would literally be throwing money in the trash if I just deleted all my emails. So I check my emails for like a half hour. Then I get off of that. Just giving y'all a breakdown. Then I come downstairs. Generally, I hop on the phone with my homeboy, my brother from another mother seat, and then I'll start cutting vinyl. Here's another question that a lot of folks ask me, Mike, why do you use so much vinyl instead of just getting transfers? Some people don't like the weeding process. I love the weed. I love to weed the vinyl. I don't know, it might just be me, I might just be weird that way, but to start with a blank canvas like this with a black shirt, weeding it, layering it, looking at it different ways. I mean, it's a way of a form of meditation for me. So I've had super technical jobs. I've always mentioned the electrical plant, but I've had jobs to where I was the chef, line chef, Outback Steakhouse. And food got to be cooked to a certain temp. You only get 12 minutes. It's just everything is like this. When I get in my zone and I'm doing these shirts, I got my music blasting. I got my rhythm, how I'm going to do stuff. I got it all laid out. And then I get to work. And being that I am a store owner, I have employees in there, but they're not solely my employees. So that's why I'm always screaming I need an apprentice. I need someone that I can teach this custom part so I can work solely on my clothing brand. As Grizzly Fit is starting to take off, y'all. It was something that I've had before I even started, and I got that name Grizzly from my best friend who passed away earlier this year. A couple months back, he passed away. Um, and then, listening to the voice of reasoning, you're like, man, if you don't put that stuff on out there, I just stepped out and tried it. And, lo and behold, my stuff is selling. Now, to each their own. Some folks don't know what to sell their stuff at, but you need to know your worth. Not just the worth of the vinyl, not just the worth of the press or how many times you close. You need to know your worth. What do you consider yourself? How much do you consider yourself as I should say, or I don't even know how to finish that. What? Now we'll use the McDonald's thing just as an example. Every McDonald's payer feel they should get paid $15 an hour. I have no gripe against that. If you in there sweating, you getting the burgers done, and you hitting the drive through, and you cleaning up after everybody, and you the last one in there, and clocking in and out, then yeah, you deserve that $15 an hour. However, if you in there, you sometimes make the burger right. You might sometimes clean up after yourself. You may not show up at all. You don't deserve that $15 an hour. That's just with anything in life. I just use McDonald's because I know everybody knows about that current situation. And now they on Biden's back about clearing student loans. If they cut $1.7 trillion in stimulus checks, y'all just listen to me. I don't do politics, but I just want y'all to hear me out real quick. If you do $1.7 trillion in stimulus checks, right? You wipe away everybody's debt, right? Everybody's back at a level playing field. How much is your money really worth at the end of the day? Is that $10 still $10? My limit when I switch to transfers, I'm stubborn. I'm very stubborn, and this is a problem I have, a battle I have. But usually, if it's more than 50 shirts, I'll switch to transfers. If it's one color and I'm using Econo, you know what I'm saying? I cut 50 Econo, whatever. I'll cut Econo out 50 times and weed it. Shoot, I cut Econo out 100 times and weed it. Just because sometimes that turnaround for the transfers is not conducive to when the shirts is actually due. And I'm all about fast turnarounds. You give me the order today. If I can produce it for you tomorrow, I'm going to do it. Sometimes you give me the order today, I can produce the shirt today, depending on what time you gave me that order and what it all entailed for me to get that order done. And that's another reason why, that speaks volumes. How fast you get it done, and when you do get it done, how did it look? The mermaid shirts. I didn't know how the mermaid shirts was gonna look. She was like, I want something mermaid theme, and I want to use this thing right here from off of Etsy. It was an SVG she had pre-ready in her phone. I was like, I don't do stuff off of Etsy. I don't do stuff off of Shopify. What I can do is create your very own mermaid style shirt. It should be in the squad if y'all haven't seen it, and I created their very own mermaid shirt. Something that's different from Etsy. There's going to be a lot of similarities, but it's not going to be exact same. Hence, Stan Banks' turn, stealing like an artist. But a lot of times too with that, you gotta watch, because y'all see now where Nike is going after all of these people for the fake Nike suits and socks and all of that. It is a hindrance to the company, but then again, it's not a hindrance to the company. If your factories is charging you $2 to make a whole sweatsuit top and bottom, $2 top and bottom with your logo on it, you bring it back over here and you sell it for $1,200. Who robbing who? Or who's taking advantage of who? Not to say that it's not right. I'd be sorry if somebody stole my grizzly. But at the same time, the voice of reason once again helped me to see, man, if somebody's stealing your stuff, that's almost like a compliment. Either they was, one, not creative enough to create it, or two, they really like what you created and decided to use it. I wish I had some spark. Oh, they got sparkles too. Sparkles and patterns in this MetaMark, y'all. Please hit that thumbs up and let YouTube know that we are engaging with each other. I'm not sitting there talking to myself. But yeah, I didn't got off into a whole different rant. My fault. A whole bunch of other stuff. I just hate to see, I hate to see people taking advantage of, and if you don't know no better. But one of the laws that's in the law book that I learned when I was sitting in a jail cell is ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Meaning, had you had not known not to cross the street, still cannot prevent you from being arrested. You're still going to get arrested, even though you had no idea you couldn't walk across the street. That's jaywalking. Some cities, they don't even mess with you. We got so much killing in this city, they don't care if you jaywalk. Unless you jaywalking and hit somebody. Or somebody ain't got killed in the process of jaywalking. Some of the stuff that was put in place, you know, when our fathers was alive. I apologize, y'all, if this gets loud. I need to get this done. So I can get into creating some samples for myself. I'm gonna look back at the comment section in 1 second. Just let me load this up, y'all. And once again, I apologize for the noise because this is gonna be loud. My Cameo 3 is sitting right here, right next to me, literally. That pros and cons video part 2 is about to come out sometime this week over the Silhouette Cameo Pro. The more and more I work with it, I'm finding, okay, it's workable. I should have listened and read the instructions more thoroughly, but it's time to switch to a bigger cutter, a different brand. Maybe that rolling. It's time for that rolling, y'all. I want a printer, plotter, and cutter all in one. And rolling is looking like the way to go. Now, I heard about the Vinyl Master, but I don't think they could do scanning cuts, so I'm not sure. Oh, shoot. Yeah, James, my fault. I didn't even finish answering the question. My limit, though, is I still weed out 100, though. So I really don't, I mean, if it's one color and I'm using Econo Transfers, shoot, the other night I think I did like 150. I think I did 150. I didn't have to worry about, what's up, Michael Graham? Or Miko Graham. Hopefully I said that right. The other day I did 150 though with vinyl. I don't know. A stopping point should be for some folks is 20. If you can't weed past 20, or if you get irritated by weed one thing, then maybe 20 should be your tapping limit, and you should go maybe seek transfers. But I make it to where I don't. I do a lot of cutting at night though too. So the next day, I'm doing is pressing. In a sense, I done made my own transfers for the next day. You get where I'm going with it? But I've been told too, I'm a different type of animal. Because I know some people that won't go past 10 will not do 10 shirts for nothing with the weeding. And this is like, man, it's because y'all been taught these lies. If you messing with some trash vinyl, though, I could see where you'd be like, oh, hell no, I ain't doing this again. Transfer City it is. But my brand, my Grizzly Fit, I'm getting ready to send Super Colors some transfers next week. I'm probably going to send out about, I don't know, $600 or $700 worth of transfers next week. Or this week. Starting this week, yeah. Some of it's for these baseball teams, some of it's for my brand, and some other future things that y'all going to see coming out. And I just spent $400 with them last week on the AAU baseball teams that I got and the endorsement deals that they got. So I had to get every one of those done, and I wanted Super Color to, you know, to be the one to do it, as I have gotten contracts solely off of Super Color's quality. That's why I could never bash that company. I don't care what they charge it. They got a right to charge that, because guess what? If you charge them right, you should have no problem getting your money back. And that's just what it is. I rock for Super Color, but Seek was telling me about top transfers, so I'm gonna check out Top Transfers, one of their one colors out, and probably get like 100 pieces of them to try them out. Cause I heard Top Transfers got the bomb transfers. Now I went to Stalls. Y'all seen me in the Stalls video do the hat. If you remember the hat one, when I went to peel it, when I went to peel the carrier sheet, the bottom part came off. That was partly my fault, but I'm thinking, like, if this really did adhere to the hat the way it was supposed to, when I lift this carrier sheet up, it's just still. It may not be all the way flat on there. It still shouldn't come up. The whole thing wanted to come up. I think I might have had the bottom platen a little bit too high, so that could have been another issue. It was no telling really. That's really how I ended up with the Racoma hat press. That and the fact that when I did talk to Stalls, I'm supposed to have an affiliate link with Stalls. I've already put the 3 videos out. I fulfilled my end of the bargain. Where's y'all's? Y'all keep telling me y'all gave me a link in Share Sale. I go to Share Sale and we're not linked together, and that was causing the issue. Like, I don't like confusion like that. I'm transparent. I'm transparent as this bottle right here. If you ask me a question, yeah, I can see you. You ask me a question, I'm gonna answer it the best of my abilities. If I can't answer the question, I'm gonna help you look for the answer. That type of person. But so to go back to the sauce things, I asked like, I need to I'll go into something without going into something. I need a heat press. I'm gonna buy this heat press today. What's the best that you can get me off? Even though I'm doing a video over this heat press today. Oh, we really can't do no deals. It has to come from the higher up. But I'm shooting a video representing your product, and I want to take it home. I'm willing to buy it today. What's the best deal you can? Uh, I'm sorry. It's still gonna be $2,250, even though you're doing the video and now you're a part of the. What? I'm cool. I'm gonna shoot these videos. I'm gonna get this content, but I'm gonna keep it moving. Then I email back and forth, with a certain somebody. Like, I need that affiliate link. I already dropped the videos, and I need people to be able to hit the link to go to get the stuff if they would like to get it. Oh, we got it done. We sent it to you. It's in your Gmail. I'll go check my Gmail. It's stuff from them, but none of them is the actual link. So I'm like, well, could you please directly send me the link? Oh, we don't do that as a company. You need to go sign in and share a sale to get the so on and so forth. Cat dog chase the tail game. You know what I'm saying? Not transparent. Too much fuzz. Too much blockage. Too much. I don't know what the heck was going on. Um, a lot of times when I'm not saying that they do this to any other race or that they don't do this to any other race, but when they see a big black guy, they tend to think violent, lack of knowledge, very stupid, hostile. He's gonna go crazy if we don't tell him the right answers or something he wants to hear. Instead of, this black man could be intelligent. He could know what he's talking about. He could not be as hostile as we think he is. He actually could be a brand or a face for the company. That part. That part always misses. Always go past. Y'all know what I'm saying? It always go past. I'm not a small guy. If you meet me in real life, I'm 6'1". I weigh 300 pounds, y'all. I'm not small. I'm not small at all. So when you see me, some people be like, damn, you bigger than what I thought. You ain't like I thought you was. You a little bit, And then intimidation, that intimidation factor, instead of trying to figure out who I am, it's that first appearance. It's that this big black guy is coming towards me. He might be trying to rob, steal, kill, do whatever he can. Instead of being like, this man might just want to chop it up and do business the right way and go on about the rest of my day like you wouldn't go on the rest about your day. That's how I am. Unfortunately, I don't know what the correct term for it is, but a lot of people don't even give you a chance to open up your mouth. 9 times out of 10, some of these stores I go to and shop in up here, these Joann Fabrics and these Michaels, they look at me almost as if, what are you doing here, buddy? We know you ain't in here about to go create, craft nothing. In all actuality, I am. I just ran out of shirts. I need to come get some shirts. Y'all got 3 for 10 right now, so I need to come get some shirts. But then I look at the side eye, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting watched. And, I just laugh. Here's another interesting fact y'all might not know about your boy Mike T's. There's parochial schools, there's public schools. Do anybody on here know what a parochial school is? If you do know, please answer. Please tell me if you know what a parochial school is. I had Coco Melon on blast over here for 24 hours straight. My granddaughter was over here earlier. Anybody know about Coco Melon? They just keep singing and singing and singing and singing and singing. It's cracking up. I was knocked out during this whole time, but I still heard it. Okay, so did nobody answer? Stalls pills. That's so true. Yeah, Stalls is good press, but overpriced by $300 to $500. That part. Parochial schools, James Patton, yes, is a private school. I attended private schools growing up. My father had the means to send me, my sister, and my brother to these private schools. Guess what? Guess what's the most amazing fact about a private school? I'll just throw it out there. No more questions. In a private school, it's usually kids, parents that's in positions of power. No diversity whatsoever. So for every classroom was one black kid, right? No Asian. No other ethnicity. Strictly white. And if I'm gonna just keep throwing facts outside at y'all. I got an adopted sister. She's 100% white, but I don't see color. I see her as that's my little sister. I still kill you over. If you do it wrong, we're gonna have us a problem. Really, she was adopted by my parents and grew up with us. She's my sister by blood, even though she's not. So it's not a white or black thing. The school I went to was 100% white, with the exception of a few dots. Me, my brother, and sister. We were the three dots in this all predominantly white school. My brother couldn't handle it. I think he ended up getting suspended in the second grade and was told never to come back again. I went all 8 years and graduated from this parochial school. The thing with that is, from the time I set foot in that school to the time I left that school, I was always judged, regardless. I've always been fat, y'all. I wasn't the skinny kid that grew up to be fat. I was fat little and fat as an adult. So I was always the fat kid. Added by the fact that I was black. Added by the fact that I was taller than a lot of them, the white children there. I made friends few far in between because the friends that I thought was friends was actually just trying to get a rise or a joke or a laugh out of me. Happened a lot. End up maturing very, very early in life and figuring like these people are just I'm a spectacle to them. They don't see me as their equal, So we would have carnivals at this private school, and we would, Mom, Dad, take us to the carnival. They having a carnival. Mom, Dad, take us to the. Dad never want to go. Never want to go. No, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go do that. We're gonna go do this. We ain't gonna go to the school carnival. One year we asked him so many times. He said, "All right, I'm gonna take you to the school carnival." We would have to wait while everybody else took their ride. After they took their ride, then they would let us on. It could be spaces on this so-called whatever, Ferris wheel, little car thingies. But we would always have to wait. We would always have to wait. That's Facebook calling me, y'all. Okay, I had to fix that. So we would have to wait, to get on to the ride or whatever. My dad, my dad is a preacher now. He's a deacon. Also, he works another job. He also works for me. He couldn't stand to see his children being treated like that. It would drive him crazy. So he ends up cussing out, a couple of school teachers because they were the ones that was running this little carnival at this parochial school / private school. It was like, why do we have to wait on every ride for everybody else to get off to get on? And it wasn't like, y'all stand right there. We're gonna let these kids go. They did it in a condescending way. We'd be in line waiting, and then it'd be our turn to go, and they'd be like, hold on. And then call a couple of the other ones to get on. They let them get on. First few times you didn't pay attention, but as you seen this going on every ride, you kind of noticed it. And you kind of felt that, hey, maybe we ain't supposed to be here. And my dad didn't want to experience that. What my dad wanted me to experience, though, even though he sent me to a parochial school, was the knowledge. Because the knowledge from parochial school is not that as the same knowledge as going to a public school. You may look up in some areas and you may find a teacher in a public school that really loves her job and really want to convey the message and really want to teach a child. But you will never get that amount of knowledge that you would get from a private school. Hence, doctors, lawyers, policemen, all of them more than likely went to a parochial school. They've already rubbed elbows with the up and coming or with the past people that were in positions of power. If y'all following my story, not my story, my whole schooling life, but I went to private schools. I ended up graduating. High school time came because it was only from the 1st to the 8th grade. And my dad was like, we're going to send you to Central Catholic, which was another private school. And I told my dad no. I was like, I need to go see what this public school is about because for the last 8 years, I've been feeling like I'm last standing and not important as. And I didn't want to be in that situation. I was tired of that situation, y'all. First of all, you got to wear your clothes a certain way. You got to wear a uniform. You got to have a tie on. And they can hit you with rulers on your hand. I don't know another kid that got hit in his hand with more rulers than I did. I had never got an A in none of the classes that I've attended. I know I'm not stupid. And I'm pretty sure a lot of this stuff I've passed. But I've never got better than an A. Better than a C in any of those classes, y'all. For the whole time I was there. Had me second guessing myself like, damn, am I that stupid? I studied for days for this one science test to get a D plus. How do you get a D plus on something you didn't study for 2 weeks and you know everything? Like the teacher could ask you and you actually knew the answer, but you get a D plus. So when it came time for me to go to high school, I'm like, nah, Dad, I'm gonna go to public school. Well, this is true about the black family. You can't tell your black parents you gonna do shit. You gotta get permission. Hey, you gotta really plead your case if you want that to be that. So I tell them like, look, Dad, y'all had me going to private school. Please let me just try this. I'm not gonna smoke. I'm not gonna get in trouble. No, none of that. And he let me go. And I found out, that everything that I had already been taught, I had already knew in high school previously too. And I kind of forget where I was going with my point, but it's crazy. It's crazy out here. Oh, this where the point I was getting to is people judging you without even knowing you. They'll judge you and they'll look at you and, some people can handle it, some people can't handle it. Fortunately, I was able to handle it. I don't care what you say about me. At the end of the day, I know my worth. That's why when somebody asks me what the price of my stuff is, I say it with no problem. Look you dead in your eye and tell you how much it costs. I am the Gucci. I am Michael Kors. I'm just living. I'm here, right here, making it for you with my bare hands right now. But yo, I appreciate y'all. Every time y'all come on with me, anybody that comes on with me, I appreciate you in a real way. I done got off onto a rant. I want to get these done. I want to get this done for this lady's car. I want to get it put up. Amen, kind of, yes. I'm trying to, uplift motivate and inspire whoever I can. Maybe it's the 12-year-old that don't think he got nothing to live for. Maybe he come across one of my videos and be like, I can do it. Because you can. You most definitely can. The most important part is never giving up. Don't ever give up. I don't care if it's your 100th time. At 101, get up and try it again if you still ain't got it at that 100th time. It took me a lot of nights, a lot of sleepless nights. And that's probably why my sleep pattern is messed up now. But I got it. And if I can get it, you can get it. But Best Uni, when we gonna get together and write this book, quit dodging that question, girl. We gonna write this New York bestseller and get it out there because you got so many ideas. And then she puts them and she does them and she don't care. She mess up on camera. She gonna still get it done. Y'all go like and comment to the Best Uni, please. Go check her out. She was one of the ones I learned from when I was doing my YouTube due diligence studying. A lot of nights of watching her and Stan Banks, Reyes, the entrepreneur, Rye Beats, Lee Stewart. I mean, the list is just long. Just long. Yeah, that's the first part of it. And it's just going to go on the back windshield. And this is for like a Sebring Chrysler type car. So the windshield is like a sports windshield on the back. The back windshield is like a sports kind of thing going. So this is the first part of it, but Metal Mark is what I use from the Vinyl Supply Unlimited VSU. You can type that in, go right on in. Grizzly fit is available. Y'all see the new Grizzly Bear as I'm getting ready to come up with some type of dope concept. Yo, Saturday Night Live was lit last night. We also got a Saturday Night Live or a Squad Talk with James Patton, who is a moderator on here. Y'all go check that one out too. He was the first Squad Talk we had with the couple. That was really, really amazing. That was a great interview. I just listened to that one this morning. Y'all go check that out. If you're not in a Facebook group called Squad T-shirts, custom T-shirts and more, join. Plethora of information, knowledge, tips, tricks, tools of the trade, how people feel about certain products, that part. But kind of gonna reach out to you here in shortly, and y'all have a good night, good solid night. Make it the best. Peace.